How's it going, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning back into another video. As you can tell by the title of the video, I'm going to be redesigning the New York Rangers alternate jersey and trying to find a better design for it. I reviewed it a few days ago. You guys might have saw that video, and it's definitely not a jersey I absolutely hate by any means whatsoever. But this is a jersey I think that could use some improvement. So we're going to go ahead together and go through the kind of routine here that you would do for designing a jersey, and we're going to create them a brand new jersey. Also, because last night, the time I'm recording this, the New York Rangers beat the Canucks in overtime, I'm throwing up a New York Islanders jersey. My bad, Rangers fans. But before we get into it, as always, if you guys are new to the channel and you guys want to see more design videos like this, it would mean a lot if you guys subscribed and liked the video if you enjoyed. I don't know how this is going to go. It's going to be kind of, I've done this before in the past, but it's kind of my first time doing it in a while, and I'm trying to do some new techniques in this video here, so hopefully it turns out all right. And with that said, let's get into it. So you guys can see on the screen here, we have a completely blank canvas. We have just a black jersey here for my New York Rangers alternate redesign. Now, first things first, what we have to do is we have to plop down the current alternate jersey that the Rangers are using, because then we can take what we like from it and what we dislike from it and implement it into this alternate here. So there we go. Now we have the photo of the New York Rangers alternate jersey that has been leaked. So now we can kind of look at that, pick out what we like from it, what we don't like from it, and implement it onto our design. I obviously don't want to take it and completely just make a brand new crazy design. I want to kind of stay true to what they did, but just improve it a little bit, because I do think there's some aspects to this that's nice, and there's some aspects to it that need to be changed. First off, the color of the jersey I think is fantastic. So I have absolutely no problem making this jersey color that blue for the New York Rangers, because I think it looks fantastic. So there we go. We got the whole jersey that dark color. This is actually a very, very dark blue that they are using. I think it looks pretty cool. It's kind of hard to see the detail in the jersey with it because it's so dark. But regardless, I still think it looks really cool. I'm going to leave the neck just blank for now, just dark, because I'm not sure exactly how we want to implement the neck design into this jersey yet. I'm not 100% if we want to go all blue or not, but I think this is a good starting base. Now, the next part about the jersey that they did that I actually like is this New York Rangers logo. I actually think the logo on the front of the jersey looks fantastic. So we're 100% going to be using that as well. I must admit, this logo with the dark blue looks absolutely fantastic. So it's definitely a good decision that they made, especially on the leak one here, because I think it just looks so good. I'm definitely happy with that. I think it looks cool. When designing these jerseys, you also kind of have to think of a whole uniform. So you got to think of what the jersey is going to look like with a uniform too. I know we're just doing jersey designs here, but this thing's going to be put with a uniform, or it would be if it was legit. So you have to think about that. Now, when you look at the alternate, there's two things about this jersey. The number one thing that I kind of pointed out that I dislike about it is that the torso looks like a completely different jersey than the shoulder arms, then the sleeves. Like, they just look like completely different, the striping. So one has to go, in my opinion. And what I think would be the smartest move would be to add a solid white stripe on the torso of this jersey at the bottom. So with that said, we're going to give that a go here. So I just take this stripe, slide it down to the bottom. You can slide it down a little bit more, and now we have a solid white stripe at the bottom. I think with the amount of stripes that could be that we should probably put on the arms here, I think just having a solid white base at the bottom there would look really good, especially if they decide to go with like red pants. Who knows, we might come back later into this design and change that bottom stripe to red. We could see what that would look like real quickly here. I don't think it would look bad per se. There's only one way to really find out, and that's by doing it. So let's take a look. So we could have it red down there. I personally think white stands out a little bit better and really just highlights that it is the bottom of the jersey. So I think we'll stick with that for now. Next up's the arms. So what are we going to do with the arms here? I know the arms are pretty busy. I think we could come up with a better design here that would suit this jersey a little bit better, look more modern, and just look cleaner overall. I do, however, like the striping pattern. I like the red, white, then that lighter blue. So I think we might keep that design aspect here, but I think we're going to switch it up a little bit. So kind of what I'm thinking is one solid white, or one solid red stripe, sorry, just right in the middle of the arm, smack dab in the middle of the arm. Maybe we could bring this down a little bit, because there's actually going to be a lot of stripes around it. And this is when it gets followed by some white stripes. So we'll go one at about 25 points I think is good. We'll throw one at the top and at the bottom just to kind of outline that red one. And then what I think I'm going to do is throw another white stripe on the top and bottom, but we're going to bring this down a lot. Like, we're going to bring it down significantly, bring it down to like 15 points there and throw that up there. So then you have something kind of like this. You know what, after further review and looking at this, I don't know if I'm a big fan of what we got going here. I think it's a little bit more simple than this, but I feel like the stripes are too bold and too chaos, if that makes sense. There's way too much chaos going on here. I think if I drop this one down a bit and then just drop the arms, it'll look better. So something kind of like that. And then we have to cap it off with the light blue stripes that are on that jersey. You guys can see the light blue stripes there on the outside of the white. We got to cap that off on here and add that to this design, which I think we can do relatively easy. So I'm thinking the first ones will be the exact same color or exact same size and width and everything as the white ones. Then the next one we'll do two. That one will be smaller, like significantly smaller. So you end up with something kind of like this, something somewhat similar to what they did, but in my opinion, it's just a little bit nicer to look at, in my opinion. There's definitely less stripes, but I think just the amount that's there and how spaced out they are, it's almost perfect. I'll zoom in a little bit here so you guys can really see the difference between what I did and what they had. Maybe a lot of you guys won't like what I did as much as what they had, and if that's the case, that's totally fine. Obviously, jersey design is all just opinionated, but this is just my opinion on how I can improve this jersey, and I think this does so far improve this jersey quite a bit. Obviously, it's hard to envision without it added to the other side. So a fun little trick here is we can just grab all of these on the right side, copy it over, then you reflect it so it switches over, drag it over, and boom, now you have the exact same striping on the other side. Quick, easy little trick. Now that's what we're working with so far. I mean, pretty similar, but definitely different from the alternate that they leaked there. I think the bottom of the jersey maybe should be red to kind of add the thickness of the red on the center there. So I'm going to change that to what I had in the first place. And I might also add a little bit to it to kind of make it feel more like the arms. So we'll change it to red, because I think that just is way more fitting. However, what I want to do is take this red stripe and I want to make it white and throw it on top right up here. So it kind of looks like the arm design on the bottom of the jersey, but just not quite. Heck, I even added a light blue there too, just playing around, and I think that looks better. What it simply does is takes the arm design and just simplifies it a little bit and throws it on the bottom. Now I think if they had red pants with this uniform, it would allow the red at the bottom of the jersey to bleed into the pants. That would look sweet. Now next up's the shoulders. I'm unsure kind of what we would do with the shoulders. I kind of like the blank shoulders, but I also think now that we added the stripes at the bottom of the jerseys, the shoulders look really, really empty. Now I almost think a shoulder patch would be good here. I think if we add stripes onto the shoulder, it's just going to be way too much stripes going on. We already got a lot of stripes on the arms, stripes on the bottom of the jersey. I think having solid blue up there with the shoulder patch would look perfect. I'm thinking the Lady Liberty is the perfect logo to throw on the shoulder of this jersey. Like, especially with the color of the jersey, I think it's just perfect. So we'll slap that up here on the shoulder, which I think will look good, especially when we zoom out and actually like take a look at what we've created. I think we're gonna like the decision to do that. I do kind of like it. There's some things I maybe don't like about that shoulder patch up there, but I do kind of like it. Now we got to work onto the neck. I'm thinking something super simple here. I'm genuinely thinking red, maybe all the way around the neck. I do kind of like different color necks. That's just something I personally like on a jersey. So I'm thinking red there and white on top. Ooh, I don't know about that. I actually changed my mind. I kind of like that, to be honest. I kind of like the red neck going around the back there. Some people maybe won't like that, but I kind of don't mind that. And then as far as numbers go, I think having red numbers with the white outline actually looks really good on this jersey, especially the amount of red we have in the the stripe there, and as well as the logo and the neck and stuff. So I think that looks really good. This is the finished design of what I did, you guys. I will have a photo on the screen here of the finished design. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think this is an improvement on what they had? Do you think it's worse than what the leaks are? Let me know down in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. Also, let me know if you guys enjoy this kind of content. If you guys want to see more of these, smack the like button. It would mean a lot to me, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.